Let's go.
For match 198 on the Red Alliance, we're going to have Team Rwanda, Team Lao People's Democratic Republic, and Team Algeria. They're going to be playing against Team Peru, Team Lithuania, and Lesotho.
Now, in that first regional alliance, we're talking about Algeria. They call themselves, quote, Innovators Unleashed. They're going to try to unleash some havoc in this 2.5 minutes of competition.
I want to mention that, you know, Team Lesotho, they have a Girls Coding Academy, and Vodacom Lesotho Foundation has held events to encourage women in STEM back in their countries ever since 2021. So I personally am very excited whenever I see teams having an initiative for women in STEM. So we're very proud of them, and we're hoping to see them score as many points as possible in the next match.
I was going to say Team Lithuania on the other side of the spectrum has a team member mostly comprised of girls. This is the first such composed team from that nation. You got to absolutely love that, Marlene.
I do. I hope that in the future we can see, you know, a 50-50 representation, or at least 50-50 opportunities for both boys and women, which is going to be a challenge, but we're used to it. That's what we're called. It's First Global Challenge.
Of course it is. And we're absolutely trying to meet those challenges with equal parts grace and grit, just like these 6 teams have done for the first half of this match. We have about a minute left to play here, though.
We're looking at Team Peru taking in some of those hydrogen atoms into the robot. Let's see if they're going to try to locate them on... Yep, it looks like they're going to try to go straight ahead into the hydrogen tank. They're raising it up, and they're all going in. Those are each going to be 1 point times their conversion multiplier if they're able to locate them properly.
Now, there were 2 things that I actually wanted to highlight from Peru. Earlier on, you saw a couple of those green hydrogen particles that actually had a tough time getting up the robot. Part of the reason why, despite the very fast pace at which those cylinders and wheels are turning with the plastic, is because those hydrogen particles are smaller. If it were oxygen, they'd likely get up that robot a little bit faster. But then you saw them put all those hydrogen particles that they'd already stored into that hydrogen tank. So great job by Team Peru.
It's no easy task, and it's also no easy task getting all those 6 robots to fit within that reservoir boundary in only 30 seconds. It looks like we have one team already climbing all the way to the top. It might have been Team Algeria, I believe, for the Red Alliance, and those points are going to be going to all 6 teams in this match.
Only 6 teams competing at a time, but 191 that are here, and even more teams that are at home supporting everyone who's here.
Talk about support. I love seeing that expert proficiency points in energy conversion when one of those teams is completely hung up and just supported from the hydrogen hub structure. I don't know how they do it. That seems too complicated, and somehow they're able to get it.
I was going to say nothing is too complicated in terms of challenges, particularly for Team Peru doing a great job in that last round. They're one of the robots, I think, that has turned quite a few heads here in competition, Marlene.
Yes, we've seen them on the top of the rankings. I'm interested to see how they're going to play out as the competition goes, if they're able to stay on top, if they're going to have to, you know, modify the robot as things go to improve their strategy. But I think they're doing great as they are.
I think we're all doing great just by nature of being here and descending on this grand stage with one another. We're just waiting on the scores from that last game before we introduce the next country. Again, 191 of them here. We've got now over that number of matches played, ladies and gentlemen. We're at match, what, 201 now?
This was match 198, and we still have more matches to go today, more matches to go tomorrow, and scores on the screen. Congratulations to the Blue Alliance for gaining 90 points in this match and taking the win with that 1.3 alignment multiplier.
Meanwhile,